this is Ozzie World. Oh, that's a coincidence. We've got a show called Ozzie Holiday. Well, I'm going to take a look inside.
Ozzie World, Joe, it looks great fun. Is that what it's all about?
And certainly is. We have a wonderful environment here, over 30 rides and amusements that cater for all age groups, family members from grandparents down to grandchildren. It is a wonderful family environment and certainly a lot of fun.
Okay, so what's the most popular ride?
Oh, you could pick across the board. Most definitely our major thrill ride, which opened earlier this year, the giant redback located up behind us here, is certainly one of the pinnacle rides of our park.
I want to go on that again.
And most definitely the giant slide, which opened very recently, also a great family fun ride, that one as well.
Okay, and what's your personal favourite?
I'm a bit of an oldie by heart. I love the tilt-a-whirl located over behind us there, the Mozzie Muster as we call it here at the park. It's definitely a spinning ride, so that's one of my total favourites.
Which ride do you recommend for me? Now, I like rides, but nothing too scary.
Nothing too over the top.
No.
You can't go past the chair plane. It's a gentle ride, swing out and about. It is a family favourite, that one.
Okay, and I've got an 8-year-old boy. What would you think he'd like?
Basically everything in this park. I tell you right, the simulator ride that we have, which is a virtual reality ride with 12 experiences that you can choose from, and you hop inside the capsule and you move along to the movements on the screen. The young fellas really love that one.
Okay, so with kids, the only problem you're going to have is getting them back out the door to go home.
That is the hardest part of any parent's day, is dragging the kids out of this park.
That was awesome.
Great.
And I liked how it span around a lot.
It was really fun and I had a great time.
Everything you need to know about Ozzie World is right here for the asking at sunshinecoast.com.au. Visit the site, then head for the fun.
Neil, I can see why you call it Underwater World, because this is genuinely underwater, isn't it?
We're really under the sea. But we're under the sea in two ways. We're under the sea because this is all saltwater animals, but we're also under sea level in Mooloolaba.
You're actually below sea level.
Yeah.
All right, this has got to be one of the most stunning parts of the attraction, surely, because the kids would be amazed by this.
Oh, they love it. This the first part of our tunnel zone. This tunnel is 80 metres long.
Right.
This first area is where the baby sharks are, smaller fish in the coral zone.
Right.
You see the coral all around us. And then when we get to the other end of the pelagic zone, that's where the bigger predators are.
Okay, so there's predators in here as well.
Well, we've been very good at breeding grey nurse sharks.
Right.
And they're an endangered species in Australia, critically endangered. But when we know the females are about to give birth, we've got to have divers in there to grab those baby sharks and get them back into here before they're eaten by the larger sharks.
Yeah, not good parenting. Take us through some of the other attractions we can expect to find here.
Well, we've got the seal show. That's fantastic. Everyone loves that. With 3 seal shows a day. We have everything from interactive, from touch and feel. The kids can go straight into the place and start handling sea stars and sea cucumbers, things like that. Then we can swim with the seals. We can have seal encounters. We have seal kisses. We've got otters that you can have an encounter with. And if you're really game, you can get in with these boys.
You'd have to be nuts, wouldn't you?
No, they're like little puppy dogs, really.
It is unique, and this is absolutely unique, isn't it? This is just wonderful.
But we're doing a fish feed in here at the moment. We've got to feed the sharks every day, because if we don't feed them by hand, we don't know how much food they're getting, but we also don't want them to eat all the other exhibits.
Look, there's a shark with a fish in his mouth.
Oh, look at that. Oh, God. Do you reckon that's a fed one? Well, it wasn't a live one.
No, that wasn't a live one.
Oh, dear. Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
If it swims, splashes, dives or drips, it's at Underwater World. Find out more at sunshinecoast.com.au.
Kyle, the Hyatt Regency Coolum is where we're at. It's a beautiful resort as we were driving in, lush, green. Tell us a bit more.
Yeah, it's a fantastic resort. We've got plenty for the adults and plenty for the kids to do. We've got our 18-hole championship golf course, which is home to the PGA.
Yeah, so you're a very professional 18-hole golf course.
Most definitely, most definitely. Very tough course, the golfers would agree.
Yeah. Is it water-based, or you got a lot of sand traps?
There's both water and sand, and plenty of places to lose your balls, that's for sure.
I like the analogy. Okay, speaking of water, how many swimming pools you got?
We've got 9 swimming pools, 2 of which are here where we are right now in the day spa.
So that implies there's things to do for children.
Oh, heaps to do for children as well. We've got our Camp Hyatt, which is based for the kids, where they can go and the parents can drop the kids off. We also have our activities department where we have archery classes, painting classes, and just a lot of fun things for kids to do.
Okay, Kyle, tell us a little bit about where we are now, the spa.
We're in the spa, which is newly refurbed, so we're the largest spa in the Southern Hemisphere. We've got 18 treatment rooms, so plenty of spots available for mom and dad. We've got beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom villas, which is perfect, ideal for 2 families. Yeah. Plenty of room for everyone as well. We've also got our ambassadors, which can host up to 3 families as well, which is a private area in the resort. So
look, here's the sun. Sun's shining on us.
Perfect day.
For accommodation that's the perfect fit, download the Noosa app or just visit noosa.com.au. It's all there. Well, here we are on the Sunshine Coast, and this is Big Kart Track, Australia's longest kart track.
Which one's your break again, mate? Do you want to show?
This one.
That's right.
It's also home to a kids' track, perfect for young petrol heads eager to strut their stuff, Jack being no exception.
Hey, I'm on my second lap!
Right now, he's taking on his mother in a no-holds-barred contest where the spoils of victory are all that matter. This is a circuit designed to test the budding skills of any 8-year-old revhead, and these karts are quick. Just look at those turns and the total lack of brakes. They don't call this place the Big Kart Track for nothing. It's where the fantasy ends and reality sets in. I thought the kids' karts were fast.
So that's the throttle, and that's the brake.
Yeah, that's all it is to it.
These things are too fast. Driving one made me appreciate how much more comfortable it is sitting on the couch watching Top Gear. But if you like sitting on a low-flying skateboard with a jet engine, and let's face it, lots of people do, Big Kart Track is where it's at. We're hitting speeds that seem double what they really are because you're so low to the ground, it feels that you're about to take the skin off your bum at every turn. For Colette and me, being overtaken by everything in sight wasn't so bad. We were just glad to head to the pits and call it a day. The smell of rubber, the roar of engines. All you need to get your backside trackside is at sunshinecoast.com.au.
I've seen lots of boats and lots of trampolines, but never ones like this.
No, well, this is the only one of its type in Australia, the extreme vertical trampoline. We imported that from America, and also the boats. We imported them from America, and we were the first to import them.
And they're called blaster boats. I believe you get a bit of a surprise when you go in them.
Yeah, you sure do. If you don't watch out, the mates on the other boats will spray you with the spray guns on them, and it becomes a bit of a wet affair.
Sounds like fun. And mini golf?
Yeah, we've got 2 18-hole courses here. They're both nicely landscaped courses. One's got a big sail over it so that if it's hot or if it's raining, you can get out of the elements.
And Barry, there's a cannonball here as well?
Yeah, Cannonball Blaster. So it's the Cannonball Blaster, yeah. That's it's an inflatable dome, and you get in there and there's 2 cannons at either end of it, and we shoot foam balls at each other in there, so it turns into a bit of a foam ball battlefield.
And it's now, just one question, really important, Barry. This isn't all just for kids. Mums and dads can go.
No, all ages get involved here, from grandkids to grandparents and the parents in between. Everybody has a go.
Top Shots has something for everyone, and all the details are at sunshinecoast.com.au.
He's having a good time over there, isn't he?
He's having a great time. He's bouncing up a storm there.
Wendy, we're in Big 4 in Noosa.
We are in Big 4 in Noosa.
This is, I guess it's called Big 4 in Noosa because it's close to Noosa. Tell us how close you are.
We're 11 kilometres from Hastings Street, Noosa Head's main beach, and all the national park activities.
What's your favourite time of year for a caravan park? When does it really happen for you?
I'd say for us, we love the winter crowd. We're 100% occupied for 3 months of the year, and we get some fabulous people in from down south.
Okay. In the summer, what happens then?
We get all the families in. It's Kids-a-rama. There's plenty going on, and we are busy.
How many sites do you have? How many powered sites?
We have a little over 100 powered sites. They include ensuite sites as well, Steve.
Yeah, and what about the cabins and things like that? Tell me more about those.
30 and growing for the cabins. We're constantly expanding our cabin market due to new demands. They start at small budget style cabins for the budget traveller with no shower and toilet, going into great big 2-bedroom deluxe cabins with DVDs, ovens, the whole shebang.
That's the one you've given me.
That's right. Looking after you.
Okay, there's one thing I didn't tell you.
Yes.
He's actually wearing spikes.
He's not!
To sample the delights of Big Four Noosa's Bougainvillea Holiday Park, just call 07 5447 1712.
I'm at beautiful Coolum Beach. This is just one of many beaches on the Sunshine Coast. There's over 100 kilometres of pure white sand. It's easy to fall in love with this place, but if you go a little bit further and you fall in love yourself, it's also a lovely place to come back and get married.
I'm at Flaxton Gardens, Sunshine Coast hinterland, and I'm going to have a chat with Kay, who's going to tell me about all the men she's married.
I'd love to. I'd love to tell you about it all.
We'll have to give the game away. You're a marriage celebrant.
I am, and I have married hundreds of men, but hundreds of women too, so yes.
And what a beautiful spot to marry people.
It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm glad you're here today to see it. It's just so beautiful here.
No, it's amazing. I can see the hills, I can see the sea. It's just beautiful.
Yes, it's got everything you want to have a wedding. It's just beautiful.
And I've had a look on the beaches and the coast, and that's a beautiful area too, but this is wonderful as well and so different.
Well, it is different, and that's the beauty of the Sunshine Coast. You've got the coast, you've got the little private coves or the open golden beaches, or 15-20 minutes away, and you can come up here and you've got this absolute beautiful greenery with the views and the mountains, and with the weather it just changes every day. You can have the clouds rolling in, beautiful sunshine, see the storms. It's just perfect.
The Sunshine Coast is also about romantic getaways. Find your hidden hideaway at sunshinecoast.com.au.
Michael, what a beautiful boat.
Oh, Colette, I'm glad you like her. Her name's Noosa Dream. She's entirely handcrafted, made of mahogany, and she was built for us in the United States in a small town about an hour and a half from Seattle in Washington State.
No, I had fun coming out, and it's amazing. Noosa looks completely different from the water.
Yeah, it's one of the great things about our Noosa Dreamboats cruises is that you get to see other parts of Noosa and explore up the river and the lakes, which are parts that people really appreciate but don't often get to see.
So people can come out for a cruise with you?
Yeah, we do a variety of different cruises. The longer time we have out together, the further up the river we go. But we also do special occasions such as proposals and weddings. And in fact, this place where we are right now is one of my favourite proposal spots. There's a little spot over there where yes is said very often.
Well, I've been married for 20 years, so I don't think that's going to happen to me, Michael. But you never know.
Yeah.
And I believe one of your most popular cruises is the picnic cruises?
Yeah, very much so. We do, it's about 2.25 hours, and we do a 90-minute cruise up the river through Noosaville into Lake Karoiba, and then we either go to our little secluded island out there, or we come here to the sandbar and we provide a fully catered picnic for people with the picnic blanket and everything. And, I disappear and sit discreetly in the boat so people can enjoy themselves without me for a while.
Oh, you don't do that now. And if people want a few thrills and spills, is that as well?
Absolutely. That's the great thing about Noosa Dream is that she is a speedboat. So we have a mix of cruising along leisurely, looking like movie stars, and then we get up to speed and the boat is fast, and when we zoom up the river it's really quite exciting.
So promises, promises. We all look like movie stars when we get in the boat.
Oh, absolutely.
When you're looking for that perfect place, you'll find Hidden Valley at noosa.com.au.
This pool area is beautiful and I can't wait to get in and have a dip. It's so lovely, but I'm also a fan of the beach. Is the beach far away?
The beautiful beach is just across the road.
Is Hastings Street nearby too?
Oh yes, the French Quarter is right on Hastings Street, so at the doorstep you find all the fancy restaurants and shops. Beautiful.
Cosimo, I've got an 8-year-old, so I like to be able to cook, even on holidays.
The apartments are all self-contained with kitchenette and laundry facilities.
To make a booking at the French Quarter Noosa, simply call 132 007. It's that easy.
Peter, you're the general manager here at the Yamundi Market. It's very eclectic, very bright.
It's incredible, isn't it? It's got all the things that, you know, stimulate the senses. It's got the colour, the smell, the
movement.
Oh, it has, doesn't it? The sound, it's got it all.
Now, you run the market, well, not you personally, but the market happens every Wednesday and
Saturday. So, yeah, and you're right, I don't run the market, the stall holders do, and yeah, they're fantastic.
Well, speaking of stall holders, how many generally stall holders come in on the 2 days?
Well, the market in total is about 600 stall holders, which is a massive market. You know, it does take a lot of time to get around, and it's a really big market.
Okay. There seems to be a bit of an emphasis with the fruit and vegetables on organic, is that right?
Oh, we love organic, yeah, and that's the way we really want to go, yeah. And the stall holders find there's a real demand for organic produce at the moment, so they're satisfying that demand greatly.
What do you put that down to?
I think people are just much more knowledgeable about their health and about what they're putting into their bodies, and particularly in markets like us, people come here because they know they'll get a healthy alternative.
All right. I suppose you have crafts, things like that?
Oh, we're incredible with our crafts. So, I mean, the craft takes up most of the market, so yeah, and they're really good. They're fantastic.
Okay. And what can you generally expect to see craft-wise?
Look, well, we're really strong in fashion. Fashion's a really top line with us. We've got probably about 60 stall holders who are fashion orientated. Children's wear, we've got great potters here, really good metal craftsmen. We've got all the natural therapies as well. We've got massage and palm readers and face readers, all of that. Really good herbal and natural potions and remedies, so yeah.
And how long for the 2 days? When does it start? I'll say for today's Wednesday, what time does this kick off? Because it's early now.
It is. Well, it kicks off at 8 and finishes at 1:30, and on a Saturday it's 7 until 2.
Okay, yeah. And roughly how many people are you pulling in?
A couple of million a year come to our market, and we are by far the biggest attraction on the Sunshine Coast, and one of the largest markets in Australia.
Okay, and this is all happening at Yamundi?
All happening in a township that's only got 600 people.
And you're pulling in 2 million visitors?
Indeed we are.
Mirrors, mangoes, moccasins and merriment. Visit noosa.com.au, then head for Yamundi.
That looks nice. Thank you. Looks fabulous. This is a beautiful setting. I feel quite spoilt with all this in front of me.
Good.
And it's a lovely view down the valley here.
Yes, yes. We have 4 acres behind us.
So it's quite secluded and romantic.
It is. We have lots of romantic events here, like getaways and weddings and anniversaries and special birthdays.
We were at Yamundi Markets this morning, and it was great fun, lots of hustle and bustle, but you wouldn't believe this was so close. It's so quiet and peaceful.
Yes, and it's 300 metres away. That's the remarkable thing.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it.
No, even I think the trees and the old house and things just shield you from the noise and take you back to another era, 1895 actually.
And it's a lovely place for couples?
Yes, we call it a hopelessly romantic destination, and we can certainly turn on the romance. Day or night the property lends itself to something like this, or candlelit dinners on the verandas, and
lovely.
We provide beautiful meals and whatever people want.
And you've got a train in the garden.
Over in that direction there's a 1940s railway carriage, and that has 2 rooms. One's a queen and one's a twin, so it's good for families, and kids love it. But just having that variety gives people a range of things when they come and stay with us.
I might have a sip of champagne.
Well, it's French and it's pink.
Cheers.
When you're looking for that perfect place, you'll find Hidden Valley at noosa.com.au.
Jim, the International Noosa Food and Wine Festival. If I come along in May, what can I expect?
Well, you'll expect to be alongside 26,000 other people and about 200 chefs, winemakers, media, and food producers.
And I suppose some good food, some good wine?
Some amazing food and amazing wines. You'll get a chance to do lots of dishes by many, many different style chefs from all over the world. As I mentioned, a lot of these chefs are brought in from overseas, from Italy, Europe, Asia, and all that sort of thing. So we get to see different kinds of foods, cuisines, and most importantly, different great produce that's produced around Australia.
And while I'm enjoying the food, I believe there's some music and then some dancing?
There is some terrific music for all styles. We have everything from a symphony orchestra to some amazing vocalists and entertainment acts from all over Australia. So there's something for everyone and lots of dancing and happy times to be had.
Gourmets, gastronomes and food, glorious food. Go and indulge at noosa.com.au.
This really is an extraordinary place. Spices, Hidden Vale. We're standing on 12,000 acres, surrounded by beautiful colonial style accommodation. We're only an hour 10 from Brisbane, and best of all, it's child friendly.
Yes, I got the shot, yes!
Now you're spoiled for activities here. There's horse riding, clay target shooting, there's an animal nursery and stables, and over 50 kilometres of mountain bike tracks. This is country hospitality, but it's not rough and ready. There's historic colonial style buildings, cottage accommodation, and a restaurant on site in the homestead. It even includes 2 swimming pools.
Spices Hidden Vale is the family-friendly farm stay that's intimately unique. Sample the Spices experience by calling 1300 284 667. If you have an attraction or accommodation venue you're interested in promoting, send an email to airtracks@bigpond.com.